I love my C63. It's probably the best car that I've ever owned. That V8 twin turbo, crazy interior, shit hits different, I'm not gonna lie. But there is one area where this car is really lacking in, and that is the sound system. So today, we're gonna take care of the bass part of it by installing some subwoofers in the car. And just to give you guys an idea how bad the stock system is in this car at max volume is not nearly as loud as my 25-year-old BMW E46 at half volume. So that just goes to show you how bad the sound system is in this car. And it's not like that in other Mercedes. My dad has a 2024 S-Class, and the sound system in that car is crazy. So Mercedes, y'all dropped the ball on this one, but I'm here to take care of that. But just having bass in your car is like a girl with titties but no ass. So we will be adding mid bass later on, because you know, being Caribbean, vocals is a big part of the music that we listen to. So vocals will be next. That'll be a different video for you guys. But yeah, let's take care of the bass issue in my C63. What's good, YouTube? R&R Motorsports back at you guys with another one. And as you guys can see, that big ass box behind me is what we're doing today. So we're gonna be upgrading the sound system on my C63. This car comes with the Burmester system from the factory, and a lot of people think the Burmester system sounds amazing. Well, I'm here to tell you, as someone who's had like custom music setups before and shit, like as you guys know, my 335 had a crazy, not crazy, but had a decent setup in it. This car literally has no bass, and when I looked up how the factory speakers are run, the bass is in like where your front feet go, like in that footwell area. So I'm over that. So we're gonna be adding two 12s to the back of my C63 today, and yeah, let's see how this shit turns out. No bass, bro. Shit not here. So the setup that we're going with is two audio pipe 12 double stack, and then that's the install kit. And then we're going to be using a Scar amp that I had laying around at the crib. So this should hit crazy. Later on down the line, I'm probably going to upgrade to a Terrams, but for now this should do. Let me show you guys what the sub is looking like. Let me get all this shit out the way. So that's what the sub is looking like. So I had to voice over this part of the install due to the bad audio quality at the shop, but basically that is the enclosure. This is like the wiring kit, both subs laid out with the amplifier. Originally I thought the aftermarket screen had RCAs, but it didn't. This is us running the power wire out from the battery in the trunk. That's my boy setting up the sub. So right here we tap directly to the speaker wire in the front, and you guys should only do this if you don't want any noise from your cluster, meaning like if your seatbelt isn't on, if your door is open, turn signals, you're gonna get no sound from that. But I ended up liking the way that we did it because it doesn't really bother me whenever I play music. So yeah, that's where we tap the fuse from for the power, and yeah, that's the enclosure installed. God damn. Yo, this shit hits. So yeah, you guys, that was installing the subwoofer in my C63. I couldn't go too crazy with the audio clips, obviously, because I don't want to get copyrighted. But when I do the chuchero and all the vocals, I will definitely get some more non-copyrighted music so we can really like bump. But in the clips that you guys watched, the bass was actually tuned down a little bit because it was overpowering the stock system a lot. So just wanted to let you guys know that. But it was definitely a huge upgrade over the stock system. Honestly, this was really needed, and it made the system a lot more enjoyable for me. And one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was where I tapped the signal for the bass, which I tapped directly from the factory subwoofer in the footwells. One thing I will note to you guys, if you guys do that, is you will not get any noise from your cluster speakers. So no turn signal noise, no seatbelt noise, none of the dings when the door is open, none of that. So at first I kind of had an issue with it, where like I wanted to add it back, but then I realized, like, at the end of the day, I really wanted to delete the seatbelt noise and all of that stuff out of the car anyways. So I guess we don't have to worry about that no more. But if you guys want to get a full range signal and you want to keep all the noises from your cluster, tap the rear deck speakers behind the back seats. That would be a better way for you to retain the cluster noise and still get all the signals you need. But at the end of the day, I got used to it, and honestly, I don't think I want any of those noises back. I would rather just let the music play and have no distractions and the no seatbelt noise, although you guys should wear your seatbelts. For the times that you don't, it is clutch not hearing the car yell at you. And the last thing I want to tell you guys is, if you guys are not planning on upgrading the vocals, 212s will probably be overkill for the factory system, considering how quiet it is. If I was just keeping the stock vocals, I probably would have went with like a single 10 or like a single 12. That's all you really need to not overpower the stock system. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you have any questions or anything like that, please let me know in the comments. I'll try to get back to as many of you guys as possible. So yeah, to all my AMG owners, or even anybody else with a normal W205, this is how you install subs in your AMG.